Hello students, welcome to Legacy IAS Academy. In today's video, we are going to discuss about the statement that has been given by one of the northeastern states and its leader from Tripura. Basically, he has warned Bangladesh that if you try to touch and create problem in the northeastern region of India, we will break Bangladesh and create a Greater Tipraland. So what is Greater Tipraland? From where this concept originate? Who is this politician, and in what context we are talking about the threat that Bangladesh seems to be indirectly giving to India. So let us try to understand this in more detail. So first of all, if you talk about this particular statement, it has come from a well-known leader of Tripura, a northeastern state of India, who is also the founder of Tipra Motha Party, as well as he also belongs to the royal family that historically has ruled the region of Tripura. The person is Pradyot Kishore Manikya Debbarma. He has threatened Bangladesh, he has warned them not to touch or interfere in the northeastern region of India, and if they dare to do so, if they try to indirectly or directly create problem in the northeastern region, he would break the neighboring country. Now here breaking of neighboring country means that he has indicated that even Bangladesh has many area where a lot of minorities reside. These minorities many times are not happy and satisfied with the treatment that they have received by the government of Bangladesh, and even since independence many of these minority groups they wanted to be part of India. So this is something that can be taken advantage of against the interest of Bangladesh. That is what we mean, what he meant actually by the term of breaking the neighborhood country and into pieces and create Greater Tipraland. We'll talk about Greater Tipraland in a while. Now Pradyot Manikya was addressing a massive rally of his party at Udaipur. The party has got a huge majority in the last election and now commands a large share of vote here. Now if we talk about what actually he has said more, that now we are in danger because Bangladesh is very near to us, and this we can understand because if you look at the map of northeastern India, this is the region of Tripura, and just on both the south and in the what we can call as the eastern side of Tripura is lying the Bangladesh. So it is surrounded by three sides, you can say the entire state of Tripura itself, by three sides it is surrounded by the Bangladesh. So that is what he has indicated. A few days back he has talked about the Muhammad Yunus, who is the chief advisor of the Bangladesh in the interim government. Muhammad Yunus has threatened us indirectly. That is what he is trying to say in the Bandarban, Chittagong and other places. These are the places that are lying nearby the border of Tripura in the Bangladesh. He has claimed that in Bangladesh itself, the minority community, whether they are the indigenous women of tribal tribal groups, Hindus, Buddhist or Christian, all of these are minority. They are coming under attack continuously after Sheikh Hasina was ousted from power in the month of August 2024. He is now making friends with China and threatening us, but I am the only leader. He also has said that in the entire northeast region, he is the only leader who is challenging Bangladesh. So this was kind of what you can call as a statement driven by political populism, we can say. Now he has talked about that why we should not divide Bangladesh and create a Greater Tipraland. Let us try to understand about the Greater Tipraland. Now in the region of Tripura itself, since independence we talk about, there has been a lot of migration from Bangladesh that the region has witnessed, that has resulted into the change in the demography of the Tripura, where the people or the tribal people, the indigenous people of Tripura, their percentage has reduced and today it stands somewhere to be about 30%, while the other groups, their percentage have risen up to 65 to 68%. So the people of the Tripura, the indigenous community of Tripura, they want to have a separate state for themselves, separate from the region of Tripura, and this is what they have referred as the Greater Tipraland. If you talk about the entire northeastern region, there has been several such demands in the past where each of the tribal groups have demanded separate state for themselves, and that is why since independence, if you look at the history, earlier you have only one large state, Assam, in the northeastern region, and from then Assam you have the bifurcation of states such as Meghalaya, then you have the Arunachal Pradesh, then you have the Mizoram, right? So similar kind of demand we are seeing in the Greater Tipraland region as well. So they want the center to carve out the separate state because the government is empowered under the Article 2 and 3 of the Constitution that it can create a separate state India. Among the 19 notified scheduled tribes in Tripura, Tripurese tribes, also called as Tipra and Tiprasas, are the largest in number, and as per the 2011 census, as far as the absolute number is concerned, their number is about 5.92 lakh in the state, followed by the Rayang tribe who are 1.88 lakh, and then you have the Jamatiyas tribe that is 83,000. So the people, the indigenous tribes want their Greater Tipraland, and that is where the leader has indicated that some part of the Bangladesh those part at least which are closely linked to Tripura can also be bifurcated and made part of the Greater Tipraland. And this he has said few days back as well when Muhammad Yunus was on his 4-day visit to the China. He has said that the Chittagong Hill Tract region of Bangladesh that he is referring to, that is close to Tripura, were always inhabited by the indigenous tribe which always wanted to be part of India since 1947. The tribes such as Tripuri type that you have in Tripura as well. Then you have Garo, Khasi tribes that live in the region of Meghalaya. Then you have the Chakma tribe that reside in the northeastern region of India also. So all these people which reside in Bangladesh, they live in a very tribal conditions in their traditional land. This shows that this discontent of these people can be utilized for our national interest and as well as for their well-being. So that is where he has indicated. If you look at again the map, this is Tripura, as you can see, surrounded by Bangladesh from 3 sides, and to the south of Tripura you have the region that is the Chittagong Hill Tract where all these indigenous people are living, and this also is area that they have claimed that it can be made part of the Greater Tipraland. Now the entire issue or controversy erupted when Muhammad Yunus, when he was on his 4-day visit to China, in his discussion with the Chinese Premier Xi Jinping, he has given some controversial statement. For example, he has talked about, he basically has invited China in the northeastern region of India, or we can say around the northeastern region of India, where he has invited Beijing to make an extension in the region. And he also mentioned that if we talk about the 7 northeastern states, which are also referred as 7 sisters states that we have, are basically landlocked in nature, and that is true. Chinese government to establish an economic base in Bangladesh, he has emphasized that Dhaka is the sole guardian of the ocean region. That is the most controversial statement that was given by him. Because again, if you compare the coastline of Bangladesh and India in the Bay of Bengal itself, India has many times longer coastline as compared to Bangladesh. So Bangladesh, he has emphasized that Bangladesh can play a very important role as the only gateway to the Indian Ocean, which again seems to be indirectly a kind of military threat to India. And as a reaction to the statement, Ministry of External Affairs also has responded by saying, the External Affairs Minister S. Jayanagara himself has said that this is not a right statement, not a correct statement, because India has a coastline of almost 7,500 km, not only in the Bay of Bengal, but in the both Arabian Sea side and the Bay of Bengal side. That means obviously if we talk about the Indian Ocean, the gateway to the Indian Ocean cannot be only where Bangladesh can play a significant role. Now, before analyzing this issue in more detail, I would want to bring your attention to the regular batch that we are going to start very soon on the April 17th, 2025. This is going to be a weekday batch. Every day classes will be held between 10 to 1 a.m. in the morning session and 2 to 5 p.m. in the evening session. Now, this will be going to cover and comprehensively prepare you for the entire UPSC Civil Services examination, right from the basics to the advanced stage. So, you'll have the basic classes such as NCERT classes, then you have the advanced classes, and then we'll taking care of your the mains writing practice as well. You'll be guided by the mentors and the faculties. Then you'll be provided access to the personality guidance also for the personality test and the interview of the UPSC examination. Now, right from the very beginning itself, when the classes will start, you'll also be taking what you can call as advantage of the weekly tests, so that you can analyze your performance and then streamline your preparation accordingly. Now, obviously, we have a strict policy of 40 students, maximum 40 students per batch. So, if you are not able to join April 17th batch, then you'll have to wait 1 month, and next batch we are going to start is on the May 12th, again with same features. And those of you who are preparing for the examination along with full-time job, we can understand that taking time out on the weekday is very difficult and challenging. For those of you, we are having a weekend batch where classes will be held full day from 10 to 5 p.m. on the 2 days, that is Saturday and Sunday, with same features of the and facilities as we provide to the weekday students. And in last, the students who are going to appear in the UPSC Prelims examination this year, which is just few weeks ahead, if you want to gauge and check your progress, how far you have come in the preparation, you can enroll for our free All India Prelims mock test, and you can download Legacy app or log in at this particular website link that is given here. And for any further information about the program, the course structures, and anything that you want, you can give a call to the number that is mentioned in the link here. Now, coming back to this particular topic, the reason why Muhammad Yunus has made such a statement, and also he has referred to the region that is called as Siliguri corridor or chicken snake. This is the region that connects the entire mainland India to the northeastern India. The region is because we know that after the independence of India, the way how the entire subcontinent was divided, the Bangladesh, that time it was referred as East Pakistan. So this entire land through which the northeastern part of India earlier was connected to, or through which northeastern part of India could have access to sea, was given to Pakistan. And the only region that we have is a narrow corridor that you see on the map here. It's called as Chicken's Neck or Siliguri corridor. In the narrowest region, it is just 22 kilometers wide. So this is the only connecting link between northeast India and the Siliguri corridor. So it is very, very strategically vital for us, important for us, yet vulnerable frontier because it is surrounded by different countries. If you look at here, on the east you have China, then in the further north you have Bhutan, in the east you have China, then you have Bhutan, then to the south you have Bangladesh, and then to the west you have the China and Nepal. So if China's influence increases either in the Bangladesh region or in the Nepal region, that obviously create vulnerability or amplifies the vulnerability that Siliguri corridor enjoys or has because of its geographical location. So it is a geographical constraint to talk about that has profound security implications for the entire northeastern region of India and for overall India as well. Now, why such statements have been given by Muhammad Yunus? Now, the security or defense experts from India has weighed upon it and had said that the reason behind this is the economic struggle that Bangladesh is currently facing because of several severe political disturbances that the country has seen. So Muhammad Yunus has gone to China to secure funding because Bangladesh economy has collapsed, and this kind of statement was just a way of what we can call as mollycoddling to the Chinese Premier Xi Jinping. Now also Bangladesh situation has become more severe after US aid has ceased its support. We know that after coming out Donald Trump, the budget of US aid, the largest aid agency of the United States, was cut to a very significant extent, and many programs where US aid was funding Bangladesh, now it is no longer available. So today Bangladesh, we can say, is in a similar situation to what it was before its liberation in the 1971 from Pakistan. And also this kind of statement is indirectly we can say it is a kind of attack because of the India's stand it has taken to support Sheikh Hasina. We know that Bangladesh has continuously asked that Sheikh Hasina be extradited to Bangladesh, and she should be punished, and what you can call as the judicial process can go on, but still India has not taken any decision about extraditing her. So she is enjoying what you can call as a political asylum in India. So this kind of statement is also referring to the political decision that India has taken here. Now, if you talk about the entire northeast region and Bangladesh, the security of the northeastern region and the Bangladesh role is multifaceted in this aspect. The reason is because if you talk about historically also, from Bangladesh we have witnessed continuous migration. Most of these are illegal in nature, and because of this it has led to demographic changes in many of the northeastern state of India, especially Assam, Tripura, the bordering state to Bangladesh if we talk about, and that has caused a lot of social tension and political movement in the region as well. Apart from that, there are a lot of insurgent groups which are operating in northeastern India, which are having anti-national interest, or we can call as a demanding secession from India, whether it is a Naga group, whether earlier it was the Mizo group. They have continuously enjoyed, even Ulfa if we talk about from Assam, they have enjoyed continuously safe haven in Bangladesh. However, India had an advantage as long as Sheikh Hasina was ruling Bangladesh, because she had taken also strong measures, and many times many of the North insurgent group leaders were extradited to India also. Now, strategic encirclement is something that can happen in the future if the relation between India and China further sours up, and there the strong bonhomie between the China and Bangladesh, China from the north and Bangladesh from the south, can obviously create a stress for India, because there is a potential of strategic encirclement. The reason we have discussed is due to the narrow Siliguri corridor or Chicken's Neck. So the narrow width of the Siliguri corridor makes it susceptible for disruption, and the entire northeastern India, there is a potential of being cut off, and that is why any such kind of statement, whether it is direct or indirect statement, India had to take like a veiled threat, and that is why such kind of reaction that we are seeing, not from any one political personality, but from many political parties. Before, from the Assam also, you have the Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma. He has severely criticized such kind of irresponsible statement by the Muhammad Yunus. This was a point that was raised during the recent meeting that Prime Minister Modi and Mohammad Yunus had held in the sidelines of BIMSTEC summit and all. So this is because of the strategic dilemma that India and the strategic threat that India faces from the neighboring country. So if you like the video, please hit the like button, share it with your fellow aspirants, as well as subscribe to our channel for more such helpful content. Thank you.